Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome to Vlogmas Day 6. Today is December 6th and I'm actually recording on the day that this video will go up. I didn't vlog yesterday, which was Monday. I thought about it, but it's my husband's only day off on Mondays. He's working 6 days a week right now because it's crazy busy at his job. And I just kind of felt like that's a sacred day. I'm like, I shouldn't daily vlog or have a camera in our faces on his only day off. So I didn't do that, just spent time with family and watched movies and had a good time. So, I mean, I still have a good time when I vlog, but you know what I mean. Made it all about family. So today, I had been putting this video off and putting it off, but today I'm going to be doing my assumption video. What are y'all's assumptions about me? And after the assumptions, I got some unpopular opinions, and I'll let you know if I agree with them or not, what my view is on those opinions. And I've got a few unpopular opinions too. So anyway, welcome to my channel. Welcome back, all of those great subscribers that always come back to my videos and watch. Thank you so much for being here, being in my comments, giving the video a like. It really helps out and I really appreciate it. If you're new here and you want to learn a little bit more about me, I would love to have you here. Please hit that subscribe button. I still have some fun videos coming out. I mean, today's only December 6th, so we're going to be vlogging all the way up through December 24th. So you're in for some fun videos. Oh, okay, and because I film on my phone, I wrote down all of the assumptions and what is that thing? Oh, unpopular opinions, yes. So yeah, I wrote it down on this little notepad. And by the way, I'm so sorry. I didn't get all of the assumptions because I had asked on Instagram and asked on YouTube. And I was going through this morning because I know I asked on one of my videos and I'd gotten quite a few assumptions. And I went back through a lot of my videos, even back 1 or 2 months ago. And I know I got some assumptions, but I could not find any. But I remembered some off the top of my head that I had gotten. So, but for the most part, most of these assumptions are from people that are on my Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, you should. It's tiffany_jetter. I would love to have you there when I'm not as current on YouTube. Active is a word. I'm on Instagram. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get into this. Starting with the assumptions. Number 1, you don't like scary movies. So this is pretty much true. I don't like scary movies. I wouldn't choose it by myself to watch a scary movie. I would choose Hallmark or, yeah. But I will say, my husband's the one that likes scary movies, but if he does pick a scary movie or we do agree, we do watch it, I will watch it with another person. My mom really enjoyed scary movies too. So I will sometimes enjoy it if I watch it with another person, but I would never watch a scary movie by myself. But I did find out recently that I do like the old Frankenstein movies. My husband had some of those that he'd gotten off eBay or wherever, and they're not really scary to me, but they're really interesting. So, yeah. Okay, number 2. You don't yell at your kids. This is the next assumption. You don't yell at your kids. So, for the most part, I don't yell at my kids. I'm pretty, like, calm and everything. I mean, I'm human. Once in a while, yeah, I will yell at them. Not often at all, but I mean, everybody loses their marbles sometimes, right? But I mean, I have here and there, but do I yell at them every day? No, I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty calm. I've calmed down over the years a lot, so no, I don't. That is pretty much true. You don't yell at your kids. I mean, for the most part, I don't. But I mean, I think everybody once in a while will yell at their kids if they lose their marbles or, you know, but that's it. Okay, the next one. My next assumption is that you are an exhausted and tired mama. That is so true. I'm very exhausted and tired all the time. I'm trying to find ways to make a better routine for my kids and for myself. I have most of the days I have started to try to wake up before the kids instead of just like rolling out of bed and like going to their room. I have started to like wake up at least 30 minutes before them and have my coffee and enjoy it before, like having that alone time before I start doing all that stuff. But yeah, I'm still exhausted and tired as a mom with older kids. I mean, I don't have babies. I have an 8-year-old and a 13-year-old. But yeah, I'm still pretty active with them because once they get out of school, it's busy, make dinner, help with homework, you know, all that stuff. So yes, okay. Okay, that was an opinion. Okay, the next assumption is you hardly ever get angry. That is true too. I am a very like loving person, open person, and I would say I don't get angry very often. I mean, we all have these human emotions. Of course, every human gets angry sometimes, but I would say for the most part that's true. Okay, the next assumption's really, really sweet, and I know the person that left this assumption's really one of my YouTube friends, so very nice. But the next assumption is you love everyone. And that is true. That is true for the most part. I mean, I am a Christian, so that goes along with what I believe, you know, and to show love to everyone and forgiveness. And I do have a big heart. Ask anybody in my family. Sometimes it's too big. My husband said my heart, I mean, I need to like, some people don't deserve it and stuff. But yeah, I do have a big heart and stuff like that, which is true. So, you know, I do love everyone. I do used to have that innocent and naive thinking that everybody wanted to be my friend, because I want everybody to be my friend. Like, I literally would be friends with anybody. Literally. I don't like start out having a problem with anybody, but that's just not reality. Even as much as you try, no matter who you are, not everybody will like you. That's just true. But yeah, I don't have hate for anybody. I do love for everybody. I want the best for everybody. Even if I like don't get along with you, like I try to think the best for you. I really do. But also, with that being said, and also I am a Christian, so I do believe in God. I believe in showing love to everyone. I believe in forgiveness, and I believe on that. But also, something I have learned is about boundaries, and you have to have boundaries for yourself. So if something or someone is not good for your mental health, your heart, your brain, whatever, your overall health, your blood pressure, don't hang around them. Distance yourself from those people. And sometimes those people are biological, like family members. That is something I have run into recently. And, you know, I was always open. I was responded very nicely. I was always, even if this person who is a family member said something mean, I was still like, you know, came back with a nice response and stuff. But after a while, I was like, no, I don't have to listen to this. I don't have to take this. This isn't good for me. And it's not good for my overall health. And it's sad that sometimes someone that's related to you can be not as nice as like other people, you know, that you meet. But that is the case. And sometimes you have to distance. You have to hit the block button. So know what's good for you and what's not good for you. You know what I mean? So still love the person, love them from a distance, but hey, I need to back off. I need to take a step back. And I get anxiety too a lot and I don't know if people think about things as much as me, but, you know, I want to fit in with people too, just as much as my kids do, and other mamas, and just be someone's friend. I don't always maybe come off that way because I'm shy or I'm nervous or something. But my intentions are good. So anyway, we could think all day, why doesn't this group of people maybe like me? Maybe why don't I fit in? But at the end of the day, you got to love yourself and know what is good for you, and you know your heart, and you're a great person. So love everyone, respect everyone, but distance yourself from people that maybe aren't good for your mental health, that make you feel sad or feel bad about yourself, or people that are too critical. Yes. Okay, the next, sorry, I went on and on about that. The next assumption, you are a night owl. So, yes and no. I used to be a night owl, but then I realized it wasn't good for our schedule that we have here. My husband has a job where he works overnights. He goes in at 4 p.m. and he gets off at like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It depends on his numbers, how many, his workload. It's usually around 2 or 3 o'clock he calls me every night. And so I used to stay up till like 1 in the morning, and then I realized, that's not really good, because he'll call me like an hour later and I'm already deep in my REM sleep. And I'm like, is it safe for me to drive? Because I'm like barely awake. So I've started to go to bed by 10:30 or 11. Even if I haven't done all the stuff I need to for YouTube, because YouTube's a lot of work, I'm just like, no, I got to think about myself. I need rest. Rest is very important. So I would say now, I used to be a night owl, but now I'm more of a morning person. Yeah. Okay, next assumption, you put yourself last and everybody first, as most mommies do. And that is true. I think for a lot of of us moms, we do that. Yeah, definitely do that. I do need to take better care of myself and self-care. But you put yourself last and everybody first. Yeah, I pretty much roll to bed. I don't wear much makeup. I don't tend to myself that much. I do want to get better with self-care, and I say that like a broken record. I want to wear more makeup, but that is more of like a dream. And why is my camera is like blinking? Okay, sorry. Okay, I think we are on unpopular opinions now. So I'm going to go back to the unpopular opinions. Okay, so the first unpopular opinion is Hocus Pocus is not a very good movie. I would agree pretty much with that. I mean, I think there's a lot of hype around it, and I like all the ladies and the witches and stuff. But I would say Hocus Pocus is not my favorite Halloween movie. I do love Casper. What is it? And I love Beetlejuice. Those two. I think I have to say I love those more than Hocus Pocus. But Hocus Pocus gets a lot of the hype, and I have not seen Hocus Pocus 2 yet. Let me know if I should see it. Okay. Once again, now we're on unpopular opinions. Okay, the next unpopular opinion is calories in, calories out. So I think what this person is saying is whatever you put in your body, you should work off or try to get out. Whatever your like the calorie deficit. So I agree with that, but do I practice that? No, I'm not good at that. I definitely intake more calories than I burn off. So something I need to work on for the new year. But this person that sent that unpopular opinion is very motivating. But I'm not naming people's names here from unpopular opinions. Leaving that blank. Okay, the next one unpopular opinion is I support Russia. I don't like Zelensky and his government. Russia is defending itself from NATO. Okay, y'all. I'm going to admit it when I'm not intelligent, when I'm ignorant about something. And so I used to watch the world news with David Muir, and like when Russia first invaded Ukraine and all that, I was watching the news about that. But then I don't know what happened. I just stopped after a month, and I'm mainly like, I'm gonna be honest, I mainly live in my YouTube world and my Hallmark world. So I'm either watching or my series of Gilmore Girls. So I honestly, and this is going to sound stupid, ignorant, I don't know, shallow of me, but I honestly don't watch the news that much, especially when it comes to politics and stuff, about this and what's going on with the war in Ukraine and Russia and all that. So I can't say what I think on this matter because I don't know enough from both sides to form an opinion. So I can't say. Yeah, if I don't know about a subject, I'm going to say it. I can't say. Okay, the next unpopular opinion is Love Actually isn't a good movie. They love the cast, but they hate the storyline. So I have to disagree with you. I love Love Actually. I almost named Penelope Natalie after the actress, after the girl that her name was Natalie in the movie. I was this close to naming her Natalie. The only thing I could look back and think what they could have changed about Love Actually is the one scene I didn't like about the guy that was trying to go to the U.S. to get girls. That was the only story in the Love Actually that I wasn't like excited about. All the other storylines I liked. So, yeah, I have to disagree with that one. Okay, and the next two, yeah, I have two more. Next unpopular opinion, cucumbers are yucky, don't taste good. I like cucumbers, so I don't have a problem with cucumbers. Okay, and this is the last unpopular opinion. I still believe in good old-fashioned spankings. Okay, so this is a big subject, whether you spank your child or you don't spank your child, you discipline your child in another way, and I'm not here to get into, I don't want to get in a debate about this or any fights about this, because I believe that that's up to the person and you do the best for your child. Also, with that being said, me and Joseph is my husband, by the way, we both grew up getting spankings. We both turned out just fine. He said his dad was very strict, and he told me he came around and he really appreciates his dad now looking back. I'm telling you about my husband's side. I got spankings growing up, not a lot. I wouldn't say I got into trouble a lot. And I kind of grew out of them, of course, as I got a teenager, but I turned out just fine. I have spanked Penelope and Abigail before, not a lot. I haven't spanked Penelope in years. Abigail, maybe I spanked her once last year, but that was it. So yeah, I definitely believe there needs to be discipline. I do think spankings can be good, but I do also think there's other forms of punishment that can be good. So I'm kind of half and half. I believe do what you think is best for your child. As they've gotten older, like Penelope, I would say, the best punishments that work better is taking away the phone, Wi-Fi, stuff like that, because kids live on Wi-Fi on their phones, right? So if they can't connect, get on social media or with their friends, that's a big punishment, or grounding or something like that. So I feel like right now those things work better. So I think I've kind of grown out of giving spankings. But yeah. Once again, I'm not here to get in a debate about that. I think it can be good. I grew up, like I said, getting spankings, so I've got some funny stories to tell. So I once knew I was getting in trouble because my dad would say, go to your room and wait for me, and I knew I was getting a spanking. And what was worse was waiting to get a spanking, because the anticipation of, I know he's coming in here, he's going to give me a spanking. And I put on like multiple pairs of panties, so I thought maybe that wouldn't hurt as bad, but no, it's the same thing. And once me and my friend Chase, I don't know what we did. I think we left the house without telling our parents or something, and we like went hunting for rocks or something. And I remember Chase had like in his back pocket, he had like some rocks. So when his mom went to spank him, there were rocks in there. So I think it hurt the mom more than it did him, and it hurt him too. But I mean, there were rocks in his back pocket. So anyway, that's the little story on spankings. I think different punishments work for different kids, but I also want to say, this is my opinion, I do think like these days in teenagers and kids there is, and with the parents, I'm not saying with the kids is the problem, the parents. A lot of parents aren't even disciplining their kids a lot. Like kids are getting away with a lot, and there's a lot of disrespect. So I do know of some people, I'm not naming names, I do know of some people that really don't discipline their kids at all, and their kids are brats. So I just feel like it's going to hurt you later on if you don't kind of correct that behavior. I mean, you know, if a kid's starting to disrespect you, you do need to kind of keep that in line with what punishment you see fit as a parent, as long as it's not like, you know, abuse or going over the line or anything like that. Yeah, because there's a lot of disrespectful kids out there. So that's the best thing that I want to do is like raise respectable daughters that know right from wrong, that are genuinely kind to other people. But also I need my daughters to know that they have boundaries and people can't cross those boundaries, you know. So yeah, that's what I think on that. And I'm sorry I went too far with that. But like I said, some people like cucumbers, some people don't. Some people like bell peppers, some people don't. Some people spank their kids, some people don't. Some people do other forms of punishment. Some people do, you know, everybody's different. Some people love scary movies, some people don't. Like, we're all different. We're all different, but that's what makes us unique. So, you know, on my channel, whatever you do, as long as you're not hurting anybody or abusing anybody, you know, I just want to spread love and kindness here. And thank you to the people that did those assumptions. I really appreciate that. I know I missed a few assumptions because I couldn't find it on one of my videos. But thank you so much for watching, for being my friend. Here's my tree. Thank you, and I love you guys. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye. Okay, I forgot one thing. I forgot to add one unpopular opinion of mine, and that is I prefer McDonald's breakfast over McDonald's hamburgers and stuff like that. So I feel like that's an unpopular opinion because most people love the Big Macs and the burgers and everything, which they're good, but I personally prefer their pancakes or their Egg McMuffin. Although I will say that McDonald's has the best fries. But besides that, that's my unpopular opinion. Thanks, guys.